Hi, my name is Sasha Moore, and I'm delighted to be here with Bella Minns, who's the Senior BDM of Deposit Assure. Welcome, Bella.
Thanks for having me, Sash.
So great to see you, and I am so proud of you of pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and agreeing to be interviewed by me and putting yourself in the hot seat, which is really leans into what I wanted to talk to you about and how you're going to make 2025 great in the lead up series or the lead up series of interviews for our Achieving Greatness webinar on the 19th of February. So the way that I'm loosely defining greatness is in three categories, and I'd love to get your insights of what you're going to do to be great, considering you can be doing one or all three at the same time. So the way that I'm defining that is personal greatness is more about an individual pursuit. So it's not like a vanity play of, oh yeah, you know what, I'd want to become fit. It's more, what am I going to do to really work on myself, to be the best version of myself? And you getting out of your comfort zone is a perfect example of personal greatness. Then you've got the achievement piece, which is more outward focused. It's more about what do you want to achieve in your professional capacity. And that might be, taking a more responsibility or taking a greater seat at the table, having more influence or other. And then you've got the purpose level greatness, which is very much about achieving impact and then striving to help other people in the community or in your networks or other that you can really benefit through your endeavors. So I'll hand the microphone to you, and I would love to hear how you're going to achieve greatness in 2025.
So a bit of a loaded question when you first asked me, but absolutely love it. So my biggest thing for myself is personal development. And that looks like a lot of things to me, whether it's work-wise, personally, but I think a lot of that, is hand in hand, right? So personally, I want to work on being the best version of myself this year. And that can come through with working on ways I want to be through my career. So I'm looking at doing a course to, better focus on what I want to be in the future, right? But also, your typical, I want to lose weight, I want to be fit. That's also something I want to do, but it's more so for my mental health, right? I want to make sure that I've got a certain routine every single day, that I wake up at a certain time, I do a walk, or I go to the gym and do a bit of weights, just something that's going to help me be a better version of myself.
No, I
Right.
love that. And I think that to that point, I definitely don't want to discount that notion. But what I did mean by that is an empty commitment, but
Yeah,
without working out how you're going to have all of these micro decisions to get to that point.
exactly.
So I guess when I was first coming up with the concept of this webinar, it just came down to, people use the new year obviously with resolutions and so forth.
Mm.
And I've always been sort of quite just not that there's anything wrong with it, but just for me personally, it felt very linear and very
Yeah,
superficial. So the notion of this point of greatness is the tiny little micro decisions that enable the why. Like, I want to address my mental health to be the best version of myself, or I want
exactly.
to upskill in this to enhance my achievement. So I think that they're great, and I'm completely on board with you. For me,
Yeah.
unless you're actually making those micro decisions and you're getting into a pattern and you're getting into a behavior, it's as much as choosing those tiny little d- decisions as much as it is then also looking at what objective you have in your career.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like most years, I set myself these goals, but I don't actually set, those micro decisions or those steps on how I'm going to achieve them. So by the end of the year, I go, oh, I didn't lose that weight, or, I didn't get to where I wanted to be, but I didn't actually put those steps into place. So this year, I've really done that. So, like you said at the start, one of them is for me to be the better version of myself, is to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? So doing this
Doing
session.
this, I know. I love that. Well, I love that you've got a plan. I love that you've thought it through. I love that you really understand the power of the micro decisions and you're embracing that. And I already think that you're tremendous. But I look forward to hearing how you're going throughout the year, and I have no doubt whatsoever that you'll achieve the goals that you're setting for yourself. So great to see you, Bella.
You too. Thanks for having me, Sasha.
Pleasure.